Hello, hello, everybody. 7 minutes late, and I apologize. My husband was super awesome yesterday and de-shelled and de-tailed my shrimp, but he didn't, however, devein them, and I didn't know that until I pulled them out of the fridge and they weren't deveined. So I had to do a couple of them really quick so that we have some to use. Usually you can just buy them unveined, deveined, and shelled and stuff like that. These are fresh from the seafood truck that comes through our town. Hi Kelly, hi Dad, hi Kelly. How are you guys? If you're just jumping on, if you guys would share on your personal Facebook pages, get the word out that we are making some yummy shrimp for dinner. We also are gonna make fried rice with our shrimp. This is the fried rice recipe that I have put on my page before. Super easy, super yummy. So if you want that as your side dish, you can also maybe make some lo mein noodles as your side dish. That would be yummy too. I'm on my live show, Kingston. If you need something, ask Auntie. I didn't mean to be late, but like I said to the people, if you were just jumping on, I didn't realize that my shrimp, my husband de-shelled and de-tailed them, but he didn't have a chance to devein them for me. So I just had to whip through a pound of the shrimp and devein them. So what I did also notice about this recipe is that we need 15, what's wrong, Kingston? Can you ask like a big boy? He found the cookies I made earlier, so he really, really wants one. You have to sit in here and eat it, okay, buddy? Okay. He picked the one that dripped everywhere. Nummy, nummy. But I realized with the recipe that they need to marinate in the fridge for 15 minutes. So I'm going to get into this recipe. Then I'm going to put it in the fridge for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to go over some things, and then we will continue on with our recipe. So how is everybody? You guys get your shrimp out. Like I said, a lot of the places where you can buy shrimp, it comes deveined and de-shelled already, and you don't have to worry about it. Our shrimp, however, my husband got from a seafood truck that comes to town, and so I had to devein them, and he shelled them for me yesterday. So that is where we are at with that. I posted the shrimp recipe and the fried rice recipe in this description of this video. Hi Alexis, how are you? So I have my pound of de-shelled, deveined shrimp. We're gonna set this aside. Kingston wants to say hi. You stick your hand out, Kingston. He has an ooey gooey face right now. I can't turn it your way, buddy. You're gonna have to come to me. Come right here. Hi, Bree, how are you? If you're just now jumping on, if you would share this on your personal Facebook page, I would appreciate it. We are getting ready. We have our pound of deveined, de-shelled shrimp. Hi! Say hello! He's got cookie on his face. I made cookies. About an hour ago, I made some red velvet peanut butter blossoms. So if you want to check that out when you jump off this video, please do. Yes, Dad, I would get rid of your heads and tails. I don't like cooking with any of that stuff on it. That is your choice. Some people cook with the tails still on, and that's fine. I have mud on my arm, you guys. That's real sanitary. That's what you get for living in North Dakota and having the weather be kind of thaw, and it gets mud everywhere. All right, so we're gonna do a third of a cup of honey. I'm a mess, you guys. I didn't even clean up after I made my cookies, so bear with me as I find my clean measuring cups. So we are gonna do a third a cup of honey. You can use whatever brand you like. I wanted to use my friend Lacey, her family harvests honey, and I wanted to use hers, but sadly it is like real natural honey, and so it's a little thicker and not pourable like this, so I feel like I would run into a little bit of issues, but I'm sure there is way around it, so I will message her and see what she recommends. Kingston loves honey and peanut butter and all of that yummy kid stuff that goes on sandwiches.
I like peanut butter.
So we have our third a cup of honey. Then we're going to do a fourth of a cup of soy sauce. Get our honey in there. Let's see. Like I said, bear with to do me a huge favor? Can you do this? Can you be extra, extra quiet while you watch Mommy cook today?
I just want to help.
You can help, but you can help and be quiet. Can you help and be a big helper?
Yeah.
All right. Come over here and grab your stool.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Malik. Nice to see you here. Welcome to my live. Jesse, welcome. We are making 20-minute shrimp tonight. I'm not a professional. I am just a mom that has 2 hungry kids to feed on a daily basis. So nothing fancy. We got a pound of shrimp. You can buy this at Walmart, at your grocery store. De-shelled, deveined shrimp. We are going to make our honey garlic sauce that we're going to saute our shrimp in. So we have a 1/3 cup of honey. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. You can use the normal soy sauce that's not low sodium. I just recommend against it just for the saltiness of it. When I cook with soy sauce, I always like to use the low sodium kind. Kingston, you want to pour that in here very carefully, please? He decided he wanted to help today, so he's got his stool and he is ready to help. Perfect. Thank you, Kingston. So we've got our honey, our soy sauce. Hi, Matt. How are you? We're going to do a tablespoon of minced garlic. This is the garlic that I like to use when it calls for minced garlic. It comes in a jar. You don't have to deal with keeping fresh garlic around. You don't have to deal with mincing it yourself, getting it chopped up nice and fine. I know that some people prefer the fresh kind, and that's good. I support you 100%. This is just easy for me. I'm on the go. I'm busy, and I also have a bad memory of remembering if I have bought something or not, and if it's fresh and not growing new roots. So we're going to do a tablespoon of minced garlic. We love garlic in our family, so I did a little bit of a heaping tablespoon in there. So we are going to add all our honey, our soy sauce, garlic. It does call if you would like to use some fresh minced ginger. I did not happen to buy any at the store. I actually didn't find any fresh minced ginger or even real ginger not minced in our grocery store, so I opted without it. So you can too. It is an optional. Yes, Matt, the recipe is posted. It is posted earlier this week. I posted it, and it's also in the description of this video. So if you click my face, the description will pop up. Also, while you're there, if you click my face and in the bottom left-hand corner, you hit the share button and share it to your personal Facebook page or any groups that you're a part of, any cooking groups or sale groups or anything like that. Get my name out there. I would appreciate it. So we are going to have this all mixed together in a medium-sized bowl. It's going to look like that. It smells amazing. We're going to set that aside. We're going to place our shrimp into a Ziploc bag or a Tupperware. And we're going to pour all our shrimp in there, all over my counter. Make sure you hold both sides of the bag down so that doesn't happen to you. Thankfully, I just wiped my counters down from making the cookies. Sweet ginger paste is all you found too. Yep, it's kind of a bummer. I bet we do have some specialty shops around town. And I know they sell like mochi and stuff like that, so I bet I could have found it there. I just didn't happen to venture out that direction. So if you live in Minot, they do have some specialty shops where you can get things like ginger for making sushi. So if you want to keep that in the recipe, that's where I recommend that you go. If you live in another town that you don't think has it, look for specialty shops like that. So we have this in our large Ziploc bag. We're going to pour half of the marinade mixture into the bag. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it, pour half of that in there. We're gonna seal it up, make sure there's a little bit of air in the bag. Hi Tina, how are you? Welcome back. A little bit of air in the bag that will make it easier to shake it up. If you are using a Tupperware, just mix it up with a spoon, get it nice and marinated. So we're gonna take this bag, we're going to shake it up, and then we're going to put it in the fridge to marinate. My friend Tina says, hi, Kingston. Hi. He's got, come in the screen. He's got the cookie I made this afternoon on his face, so he looks kind of silly. But I'm actually going to hand this to him. Kingston, hold this and shake it. Shake it like you do your shakes in the morning. So I got him working hard, shaking his dinner. So we're going to shake that up, and we're going to marinate it for 15 minutes. bear with me. 15 minutes, I am going to get our fried rice done and then just cover it on the stove and let it stay warm if we need to. But I do want to talk to you guys about something exciting. I did look on my page a little bit ago and I hit a goal. What's awesome about that is I set this goal, and when we hit goals, if you are new to my page, when we hit goals, I give back. And what that means is when we hit follow and like, thank you, buddy, follow and like goals, I'm going to just stick this in the fridge and let it marinate. You want to put it in your fridge? Thank you. When we hit goals on my page, I like to give back. So what I am going to do is talk about what goal we hit and what that means for you guys while this marinates. And then we are, if you guys are interested or would like to know, let me know and I will go over, hi Chelsea, how are you? How to devein a piece of shrimp. If you've never done it before and might have to, let me know and I can go over that too while this is marinating. If not, we will jump right into making the fried rice. But we hit the goal of 1,500 follows on my page. What we need to do is hit 1,500 likes, and we'll do 2 giveaways. But we've earned 1 giveaway so far. What that means is there has been enough people to like and follow my page that I'm going to give back. I'm going to do a giveaway. Once we hit 1,500 likes, I'm going to go onto my Mom Fueling Hungry Boys page, and I'm going to create a post that will give you the rules and the stipulations to get entered into the giveaway. I like to do this. He loves to help me cook, especially when I'm baking, because he gets to try the yummy stuff before it's all done. Yes. He made peppermint hand soap at preschool the other day, so he wanted to show that off. Go wash your hands and your face. Go try it, buddy. So I'm going to do a giveaway. I will go on. I will talk about how to get entered into the giveaway. The reason why I do this is I want it to be a little more selective. Before, when it was just a couple hundred people, I used to enter everyone's name that liked my page into the giveaway and do it that way. Well, what ended up happening is I kept getting people that weren't paying attention, weren't listening, didn't even know when they won, and I would even comment and tag their name and they still wouldn't respond. So I like to keep it a little more selective. So I basically go on a live page and I tell you how to get entered in. Usually stays pretty selective between like 35 people, which is super exciting. Your odds are really good, especially because I do 2 giveaways within it when we hit the 1,500 likes and the 1,500 follows. So what that means for you guys is if you go onto my Mom Fueling Hungry Boys page like this, and you go over to this community tab, and there should be an option there that says invite friends. When you click on that, it will give you a list of your Facebook friends. Mine, I have invited everybody, so there's no one there, but it will give you a list. And in this upper corner, it should say invite all. You can click that, and at the bottom of the screen, hit send invite. That would be awesome. We'd hit our goal so fast. If you don't want to spam your Facebook with my face, I understand 100%. Just go through and pick your grandmas, your grandpas, your friends, your neighbors, whoever you think would benefit from my page. Just send those invites over. I would really appreciate it. And then just pay attention for when we hit our goal and you can get entered into the giveaway. So, our shrimp is marinating in the fridge right now. So, we're gonna, I didn't get any response on deveining the shrimp, so we are going to skip that part, which is fine with me. I can always make another video down the line if somebody needs to learn how. Bear with me, I'm moving you guys over so that you guys can see my stove while I make the fried rice. We are gonna do this really quick over here. How is everybody tonight? I love this fried rice recipe. It's easy, it's simple, it feeds a lot of people. Hi Charity, how are you? It's just my go-to, super awesome, quick and easy home fried rice recipe. What I really like about it as well is you don't need a rice cooker for it. And that is my biggest thing is I don't have a rice cooker, and not needing it really, really helps me out. I am trying to find the easiest way to pull it up. I just recently learned the recipe. I've cooked it a couple of times for you. I've cooked it a couple of times for my family. So I'm just gonna pull this recipe up and start making it. Our first thing is we're gonna boil our water to make our fried rice. So the recipe calls for a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, ideally the low sodium. I did the low sodium in here. I am doubling my recipe. I highly recommend it if your family likes fried rice because I have not made this fried rice and had any left over. No matter if I doubled it, tripled it, single dish, doesn't matter. There's never any leftover fried rice. So we are gonna do, I did 2 cups and 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. If you want a single recipe, it's a cup and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Other things that you are going to need, I found at the store. I have been making minute rice for a long time, and I just recently found this. What I like about it, it's the premium rice. It's still minute rice. It still only takes 5 minutes to cook, but it's extra fluffy. What I like about that is it reminds me a lot of sticky rice that you would get out of a rice cooker without having to spend that time and get that special rice and work on it. It's sticky like that. It's fluffy. It doesn't taste super grainy like a minute rice does, and I really, really, really like that effect. Highly recommend it. How is everybody doing today? We are going to make this rice. So we're going to need our minute rice, our soy sauce, vegetable oil. It is super good, Charity. It is. It's so good. We have our minute rice. We have our vegetable oil. We'll need, if you're doing 1 serving, you'll need 1 egg. I'm doing a double serving, so 2 eggs. And then I buy, yes. Yep, you'll be able to crack it when it's time. Hi, Alexa, how are you? The vegetable pack that I like to use is just these little mixed steamers. The only vegetable in it that I don't think belongs in fried rice are the green beans. So when I measure out my servings, I just get rid of the green beans in it. I don't, doesn't really matter if you like green beans and want them in your fried rice. I don't blame you at all. Keep them in there so that they don't go to waste. I'm going to pour this out. I'm going to pull out my green beans. Bear with me, you guys. There is a rhyme and reason to why I don't pre-make anything before I start. One of the main things is I don't want double of everything that I cook. I don't have a lot of extra time. That is the point of my show. I'm a busy mom too, and keeping these kiddos fed is already enough work. I don't want to have to slave over these recipes twice to have things pre-made as we move along. I know that isn't always the best when it's you guys, and I understand that, and I completely get it. So if you guys want to pop off and hop back on when we get into the shrimp part, I completely understand. Right now we are just getting to our fried rice portion. We are going to separate out our veggies. I don't like green beans in my fried rice. So we've got corn, we have peas, and we have carrots, and I love that. Hi, Sue. How are you? How's everybody doing? So we have our veggies all ready to go for our recipe. We have our water getting ready to boil. If you're making 1 serving, you'll need 1 cup of rice. I am doing 2, so I'll measure out 2 cups of rice. I am going to apologize in advance, you guys. I got the smart idea to make cookies before I went to go get my kids from school, and because of that, I have a bunch of dirty dishes, and all of my measuring cups are being used, and all sorts of stuff. So I'm a little unorganized tonight, but that is the reality of being a busy cooking mom to keep these kiddos fed. My husband is busy working, so we do what we can when we can. So the directions to the fried rice, you're just gonna follow the minute rice recipe, which means you're gonna just boil the water and the soy sauce together, and then you are going to add the rice, stir it, cover it, and then take it off of the heat and let it sit for 5 minutes. So I have my lid ready. My water is about to boil. We're gonna put our rice in, and you're just gonna make sure that the rice is nice and saturated with the water so that it can absorb that into the rice and get nice and fluffy. So that's what we are going to do. It is almost about to boil. Then we will move on to cooking the rice, and then we will throw our shrimp in. I'm really excited, you guys. My dad loves this recipe. I'm excited to try it. I've never made it before. I thought it'd be cool to mix it up a little bit, get some shrimp on our plates instead of chicken like we always have. So we'll do that. Right now our shrimp is marinating in the fridge. That's what we're waiting on. So it's going to marinate for 15 minutes. And you can do this, part of the recipe says that you can throw it into the fridge ahead of time and let it marinate for up to 12 hours, you guys. So if you want to do this in the morning before you head to work, throw your shrimp into your fridge and let it marinate for 12 hours while you're at work. You can totally do that, and then it'll be ready for you when you get home to throw it into your meal. So we have our rice cooking right now. We're going to wait the 5 minutes. Once our shrimp is in the refrigerator, steam the broccoli, microwave some rice quick, and then we're going to heat oil in a skillet on medium-high heat, place our shrimp in. But we are on our fried rice right now, and then we will throw our shrimp in. My thought process on this is I want the rice, I don't want it super hot for my kiddos, so I'm going to get it mixed up and then let it cool down while we cook our shrimp up. So here we go. Like I said, I've only made this a couple of times, so I don't have it memorized, but in a pan, we are going to pour the vegetable oil. We need about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. I'm just going to eyeball it, you guys. I'm going to pour a little bit over a tablespoon since I am doing a double batch into the center of my pan. Oh no, Daisy Joe, what were you making? Oh man, I hate when that happens. I get embarrassed if something burns or it doesn't taste good. It's bad. I get really embarrassed. I get really quiet. I get really mad at myself. So take it easy. Order some pizza or something. What did you make? It's I hope maybe salvageable. So we've got our oil in our pan. 2 tablespoons for me. A tablespoon for you if you're doing a single batch. Into our pan. What's up, buddy? Beautiful rings. Thank you. All right, heat the vegetable oil up. Then we're going to add our garlic and our vegetables and our salt and pepper. So we're going to do a cup of vegetables, a tablespoon of garlic, and salt and pepper. Hi, buddy. How are you, buddy? This is my son, Kingston, if you hadn't met him before. We are heating up, Hi, Miranda, how are you? We are heating up our oil for our pan. We're doing our fried rice first. If you guys are just now tuning in, our shrimp is marinating in the fridge for 15 minutes, so we're going to use this time to make our fried rice. I have our minute rice steaming in our pan right now, and then we moved on to our skillet, and we are going to, careful, Bubba. You don't want to push the buttons. Our oil is getting nice and hot, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic. This is for a double batch, so if you are doing a single batch, just do 1 tablespoon of garlic. Okay, so we have our garlic in there. We are going to do our salt and our pepper. Just eyeball it, salt and pepper. I don't typically add extra salt to our dish, so we're just going to do this. One of those Velveeta meals, so it's edible-ish. Watch out, buddy. I need to grab a spatula out. Thank you. No. I got to read the recipe. So we have our garlic in here. You want to cook it until it's golden brown. Ethan, baby. I know I'm trying to read this, though. Pick one, sweetie. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we want to do it until the garlic begins to golden brown. Honey, Kingston. You can tell he's been at daycare all day, so he's a little fussy, you guys. Sorry. Kingston, please stop. I need to read these words that you're getting rid of.
For real.
No, honey. Thank you. This is this video right here. I don't know what you're trying to see. This is Mommy right now. He's looking at that video trying to figure out what it is it means. So we are doing golden brown garlic right now. This is our fried rice if you're just now joining us. I am doing a double batch, so I did 2 tablespoons of garlic instead of 1. Then we are going to crack our egg directly into the middle of our skillet. I am doubling mine, so I'm doing 2 eggs. So if you just have a single batch, just do 1 egg. So there's 1, there's 2. I'm gonna rinse my hands off a little bit. You are gonna chop it up and make it nice and scrambled in with that garlic and your salt and your pepper. There we go. We're gonna scramble it, and then we are gonna add our vegetables. In here, I'm gonna turn my heat up a little bit. Get these vegetables sauteed up. That beep was our rice is ready. So it is ready for when this is all said and done, which is exciting. You're moving along nicely. What I'm going to do is once this fried rice is ready, I'm going to move it to another bowl and cover it. And then we are going to use this same skillet to do our shrimp, so it gets all that nice flavor in there as well. Multi-purpose use. So we've got our eggs, our vegetables, our garlic. We're going to cook it for like 2 to 3 minutes. And then we are going to pour the rice into the pan and let it cook off any extra water that's going to be there from the fried rice pan. So let that cook for a second. And then we will grab our shrimp out. Hi, Deanna. Thank you. Welcome. This is Mom Fueling Hungry Boys. I'm not a professional. I am not a whiz. This is just a mom who is busy feeding her kiddos on a daily basis and want to share some of my tricks and recipes with you guys to hopefully make it a little easier to get food on the table every night. I know there's nothing harder than trying to decide what to make for dinner. So I hope I can take the guesswork out every once in a while to get you some new go-to recipes. There's nothing better than some recipes that you can whip out really quickly for the family when you get off work or when they get home for the day. All right, so I'm going to move this around. I'm going to pour our rice right into the middle. And we are then just going to cook off. Got a bad grain of rice in there. We're just going to pour this in and then cook off the extra water that didn't have a chance to steam up. So keep your skillet up a little bit and just stir this in. I'm going to add a little extra pepper in there. Wherever that ended up. Love it. I have 2 boys and love cooking and baking as well. I'm glad you enjoy it. Cooking and baking for my kiddos is one thing that I can hopefully pass on to them as they get older. I love it. I love them having a good meal on the table, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There are days where my son just wants McDonald's. So you can make all these yummy meals all you want, but in reality, kids are going to be stubborn and keep you on your toes. So I am just sharing some of my recipes that I can get my kids to eat and my husband loves. So that's my goal. I'm glad you guys are here hanging out. Here's our fried rice. We're just cooking off the excess water. Then I'm going to move it over and cover it in a dish and use this same pan to cook our shrimp. So I'm going to grab out a bowl that has a lid so that we can store, whoops, wrong lid, so that we can store our fried rice and keep it warm. So I'm just cooking off that excess water, you guys. That's our fried rice recipe. I always make a mess when I cook, so if you are new to the page, get used to messes, get used to my kiddos, my kitty cats, my dogs, that everyone is always involved. My friend Bree comes over and hangs out with the boys sometimes while I cook, which I appreciate, and she appreciates the food. So that's awesome, and she has a puppy that appreciates playing with my puppies. So this is our fried rice. It is going into my glass dish, and then I'm going to cover it and keep it warm while we cook up our shrimp really fast. All right, there we go. Daisy Joe, you know, I will let you know, I have never made this shrimp before. I thought we would change it up a little bit. It already has stuff in it. So let's try this recipe, Daisy Joe, and I will let you know if it tastes good enough to switch for chicken. I would assume so. I don't know who wouldn't like some honey garlic chicken. I think that would be good. I bet you could even do honey garlic beef. Yes, you guys, I am just wiping this onto my floor. That's why busy moms should have animals. My dogs love it. And why not just toss it on the ground with some vegetables, some rice, no big deal, right? So we will try, Daisy Joe. Let's see if we can test this recipe out and see if it'll be good with some chicken. So our shrimp is out of our refrigerator. It's been in there a little more than 15 minutes. How is everybody? Thanks for hanging out with me. We are on to the shrimp part, if this is what you've been waiting for. Hi, Alex. How are you? How is the family doing? Hope to make it to New York sometime in the next year to see you guys. It would be super awesome. Our kiddos could play together and we could all hang out. So we have our shrimp out. We need about 2 teaspoons of olive oil in our pan. So I have this. Anybody watch where I put my teaspoon out? I had it out. Anybody see it? It's kind of a guessing game, y'all. All right. We're just going to eyeball it like we do everything else. How does that sound, you guys? So we're going to heat our olive oil over medium-high heat. Once I get this open. Yes, Deanna, please do. I cannot get this open. Yep, use the teeth. If all else fails. All right, get that open. Gonna pour just 2 teaspoons in there. Eyeball it a little bit. Not a professional. That could be too much. That could be not enough. We'll find out. Hi, Carrie. How are you? So we have our olive oil in there on medium-high heat. My pan is already pretty warm, and so is my stove from making that fried rice just now. So it is almost ready. We're going to place the shrimp in the skillet. Discard this marinade since it does have that raw shrimp in there. We did keep half of our marinade to use later. So there is a note that this person who made this recipe left for us. Using leftover marinade is a debatable topic. While you could boil it to get rid of any contamination, the flavor could possibly change. But do what you like. Usually I just make a little extra like we did here to use for sauce. So just keep that in mind when you are making this shrimp. So we are going to place the shrimp in a skillet, discard the used marinade, cook shrimp on one side until pink, 45 seconds. Flip the shrimp over, pour the remaining marinade that we have in the fridge, not this stuff. Pour the remaining marinade and cook until all the shrimp is cooked up, about 1 more minute. Serve the shrimp and cooked marinade up and garnish with green onion and rice and steamed veggies, you guys. That's it. It's going to take 2 minutes to cook this. The longest part was that marinade you guys had to sit through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a slotted spoon first to get the shrimp out of this bag and onto my skillet. I'm going to move some of this olive oil around. I'm probably going to add a little bit more, you guys. Get our pan. Woo! It's popping. I am using the same skillet that we fried our rice on, and because of that, there is some stuff on there that's giving us a little snap, crackle, and pop. Super, super excited about this, you guys. These shrimp look delicious. You can buy shrimp at Walmart. You can buy it at the grocery store. They come in little frozen packs. You just run over cold water, and it thaws them out, and then you just cook them up. My husband did buy some shrimp this summer from the seafood truck that comes to town in Minot. So if you guys are watching and you're in surrounding areas, there are seafood trucks that come in the summertime who deliver fresh seafood, and it is awesome. Highly, highly recommend them. So we got our shrimpies all there. Try to give them some space, lay them flat so that it is easier for you to flip them as they cook. We are going to just lay those out there, and then I am going to discard this, you guys. It's had raw shrimp in it, and we don't want to eat that. There's not much left over anyway. So we have this in here, medium-high heat, you guys. I'm turning mine up a little bit. I did have it lower while it was heating up that oil. You guys, we are so close to our likes and follows. I am so excited. So excited. I love doing giveaways. I love watching people receive their gifts. There is nothing cooler to me than sharing my love for kitchen tools and food and kitchen stuff. There is nothing better, you guys. So we have our shrimp. They're cooking up. Hopefully you guys can see them. You'll see them. They will go from see-through to opaque. They'll be a nice white color as they cook up. I took our shells off. They had little tails on there. I deveined them. All that fun stuff. So they are cooking up, you guys. Looking good. I'm going to slowly start flipping them over. Slowly, slowly. Give them time to cook up nicely. You don't want to overcook the shrimp. They will become very, very tough. And that isn't fun. Nobody likes tough shrimp. So we're going to do this, you guys. This is it. Once these are flipped, we're going to pour the rest of our marinade over them. Then they will be ready to eat. Our fried rice is ready. We marinated these up nice. Yummy, yummy. I would say yes. This recipe can easily be turned into a marinade for any kind of protein. I would say yes. Chicken, beef, shrimp, you name it. It's a nice marinade. It smells really good. It's nice and light, not super syrupy. So we are cooking this for another minute. We are going to grab the rest of the marinade and pour it over our shrimp. Bless you, bless you. We got Bree sneezing over there. So this is the rest of our marinade that we made. Honey, soy sauce, and garlic. Pour it over the rest of our shrimp. It did cool down my skillet, so once it gets warm again, we will start another minute timer to cook up our shrimp all the way. How is everybody doing? Did anybody catch my cookie cooking earlier? It was kind of impromptu, but I'm sorry, I could not resist this cookie on Facebook. My kiss melted because I had it in the microwave. And the oven is hot. But you guys, how cute. Little peanut butter blossoms. I used different kind of kisses that they sell in the store that I didn't even know existed. So if you guys want to check that recipe out too, I would appreciate it. Share it with all your friends. Get the word out. My holiday treats have officially begun. I brought a dozen of them over to the boys' daycare. So their daycare provider got a little taste treat, and that's what I love about it. When you bake, you get to share it with people or keep it all to yourself, whatever you prefer. But our shrimp are ready. Our fried rice is done. That's it, you guys. Dinner is ready. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Sorry for the 15-minute marinade time, but like I've said before, I don't cook anything ahead of time. I like it in real time. I like people to be able to cook with me. I like it to be interactive. If anybody had any questions, anybody needed to know how to devein a shrimp, I'm here for you guys. Let me know. Let me know if you guys ever make this. Take a picture of your plate before you devour it. And leave a review on my page. I am in North Dakota. Raise your hand if you're in North Dakota. We got Bree raising her hand. It smells delicious, you guys. I cannot even wait to try this shrimp. It smells amazing. Oh, wait. We got Bree over here drooling already. She's gonna come take one and burn her mouth.
You bet I am.
She
I do it every time.
loves my food piping hot. So what she does is anytime I make anything, she never makes herself a plate. She just eats like right out of whatever dish I made it in. It's just her MO. Hi, Florida. Nice. Opposite side of the state. Heather. Yep, I'm in Minot, you guys. Asia. Nice. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Our shrimp are done. The longest time it took was the 15-minute marinade time. Like I said, you guys can throw this in the marinade in the morning on your way to work, and it'll be ready to throw in this pan and cook in 3 minutes. The longest thing is probably going to be your 5-minute Minute Maid rice. Like, even if you don't do the fried rice and just do some brown rice or something, longest time, your minute rice or your steamed vegetables in the microwave. This is super easy. It's called 20-minute shrimp because it takes 15 minutes to marinate. So if you do that ahead of time, you guys, you've got a 5-minute shrimp meal. Like, that's how awesome it is. Jamie, you are actually watching live and in color. You are not watching on a replay. Hello. Calling you out by name. My dad loves this recipe. You guys, I'm super excited to try it. I hope my kids enjoy it. Not spicy at all. Just garlic, soy sauce, and honey. Nothing better. Nice and sweet. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We are close to hitting our giveaway goal. So if we hit 1,500 likes and follows, I'm going to do 2 giveaways. So go share, like, send it out to your friends and family. Let's hang out together. Once we do that, we'll do another live video, and I'll give you 24 hours to get entered into the giveaway, and then I give stuff away. Check out my page. Check out the posts that people have done as visitors, and you will see my giveaway winners. I've got another person that will post tomorrow, hopefully, and then my hairdresser, I got her gift today, so just check it out, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I am Mom Fueling Hungry Boys. I'm not a professional. I am just a mom who has mouths to feed. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I love it, like always. Come hang out in my kitchen. It's messy, it's chaotic, but it's life. So bye, guys.